Right, Golf Shop Onliners, should we take a look at the Ping G430 irons and compare them up against the Ping i525? Which one should you go for out of these two irons? So let's kick it off with a little bit of looks. The G430 is more offset. It's chunkier. It's got a longer blade length, thicker top line. So where both of these irons are trying to offer some help, the G430 is much more out there with its appearance of help with that more offset. Definitely you can see that thicker top line there. And you see the physical cavity. Now this is more of a hollow back kind of design, more of that modern iron design. And both of these are trying to help you with MOI and miss hit. This one, if you hit enough shots with it, might just win. So if you're after something that is helpful but looks super classic, you're gonna go with the i525. Like, it looks great. If you're after something that's just as helpful as possible, you want it to look however it looks, you're gonna go with the G430. Now, just to put it out there, for the level of game improvement of this iron, so in the G430, this is one of the better looking ones out on the market. Like, it looks good for its bracket. Because remember, they're a slightly different bracket of irons. So the Ping G430 feels firm, hard, makes quite a big crack when you hit it. And you're getting plenty of heel toe weighting in this one. It's a big old cavity back, as you can see. We get tungsten positioned in it to try and help you with your ball speeds across the face when you're hitting. We also get the POR flex face in this one, so they do try and really make that face as fast as possible. And I think the thing that will stand out for lots of golfers is the distances on this iron are good, the lofts are strong, the spin is quite low, but yet it still gets up, launches and peak height very well, meaning the land angle will be good, so the ball will stop even though it's a stronger lofted iron. It's just this one is much more unashamedly helping you in everything it does. Where if we compare that up to the i525, which is forged in its construction, it's still got weighting in there to try and help you with off-center hits, not going to be quite as aggressive as G430. Looks, as we've discussed, very, very kind of much more of a player's looking iron in the i525. But it sounds quite similar. They both make a very similar noise that in turn feel off the face. This one makes a lot of sense in the sound it makes as a game improvement iron. This one I think could sound softer for the bracket of player maybe it's going for. So who would game these clubs? I think i25 could be gamed by any handicap range, literally any handicap range. You're just going to have to accept that you lose a bit of offset and it doesn't look as friendly as the 430. What that actually means as you play, like I would have to hit so many shots here, I think, for you to see a real statistical difference in which one is helping you more. If you are hitting completely all over the face, I think you'd go G430. So that doesn't mean handicap only. You know, I've played with low handicappers who don't hit the middle of the club that much, but they're good at doing it over and over and over and over and over again. So they might go for the G430. If you want a certain look, I think you're going to go i525. That's what's going to buy it for you. It's going to be that look you want, that more players look in a bag of clubs look. People are going to think you've almost got blades if they're not looking close enough. These are going to dial into what people want to see. Look, the feel for between the two, not much. But I would say the G430 is going to be the more kind of for everybody club. You could be, I mean, I could game this club because for the bracket of help, it looks pretty good. And why give that bit of help away? I'm certainly not in my sets of irons nowadays. Both good clubs, both produce very good numbers as you would imagine from Ping. This one for a little bit more help and a bit more of a bigger look. This one if you wanted something that looks super, super fly.